Mustapha is a highly sought after figure in the world of public speaking, with over 30 books and years of experience as a coach, keynote speaker, and author. He has established a reputation for delivering dynamic and engaging presentations. This, combined with his work with prestigious organizations such as Astana Expo, World Economic Forum, and Google, has earned him a place among the most respected names in the industry. However, Ibrahim's impact extends far beyond the world of public speaking. He is also a philanthropist at heart, actively supporting numerous charitable projects and working tirelessly to make a positive impact in the world. Whether you're looking for an inspiring keynote speaker, a skilled public speaking coach, or an expert in the field, Ibrahim Mustapha is the perfect choice. Don't miss the opportunity to book him for your next event and discover the difference for yourself. With his expertise and passion for public speaking, Ibrahim is sure to make a lasting impact on your audience and make you a great speaker. Right, welcome to my session. My name is Ibrahim Mustapha, and I believe in the power of your dreams, and I believe that you can make a difference no matter who you are, no matter where you are. You can change the world. With the power that you have, you can make a difference. Today, let's talk about public speaking and how you can be able to start your presentation. So the theme for today, or the topic I'm going to talk about, is how you can start your presentation today. So if you are online and you have questions regarding public speaking, you can ask those questions, and we are just going to look at how you can start your presentation. So if you are here and you believe that you can do more, please share this to reach out to more people, share this to create more opportunities so that more people can also benefit from this. I believe in you. I believe in the power of your dreams. So no matter who you are, no matter what you do, don't give up on your dreams. I believe in you. Share this, like this, and also let more people get to enjoy this. So if you are here, so I can hear, great. So I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on different platforms, so I'm just testing my systems. Then we kickstart. So if you're on TikTok, and David Tennis, thank you very much for following, for joining rather. And to all my Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube family, I may not be able to see you, but if you send me a comment, I will be able to share that on my screen. But my TikTok, you are just alone because I'm using one phone to do TikTok. I believe in you and I believe in the power of your dreams. So wherever you are, whatever you do, just keep believing and share this to reach out to many people. Share it so that people can join and also benefit from that. So let's go straight to the points, what we are here for, and today, how to start your presentation. Starting your presentation is important. Some people don't know how to do it. So if you don't know how to start your presentation, you will go on stage and you forget your lines. And that's why you will hear some people say that, oh, everything vanished in my head. Just because you don't know how to start your presentation. So if you know how to start your presentation, you are going to plan and you are going to rehearse that. And once you go on stage, you can be able to start your presentation with power, start your presentation with hope, and start your presentation with impact. So number one way that you can start your presentation, the first way to start your presentation actually is to start by greeting your audience. So you can start by greeting your audience. And it goes this way. Hello, my name is Ibrahim Mustapha. Good morning. You can just start with like that power greetings. Greet your audience of power, and you can start from there. So some people start and they greet their audience, and it's good to go. So you can greet your audience and you start with a presentation. And this is important because maybe the whole day your audience have not spoken. They are just sitting down quiet. Things are not moving on well. And you start with that power by greeting them. Say, good afternoon or good morning. Make sure there's power in that. And once there's power, they respond. And you can use that response to get their attention. And that's why some speakers will say, oh, why haven't you eaten? And the person will go again, just because the person wants to build momentum. So you can start by, thank you very much, Soldier. Thank you, boss man. I appreciate. That's my boss, Dovi Senyo, for joining this podcast. But you can start by greeting your audience. So it's important to know how you need to start, but it's not fixed. This is many, you can start anyhow, but these are some of the ways that you can start. One, start by greeting your audience. And number two is that you can start by actually appreciating the fact that you start with a hook. Remember, it's a presentation, and you want to give your audience a glimpse of why you are there. So you can give them that hook, especially if you are doing a YouTube video, you are doing TikTok, you need to start with a hook so that people will stay true to the end of the presentation. If you don't have a good hook, no one will stay and be interested in your presentation. So some of the possible hooks are, if I want to do a YouTube video, definitely I'm going to say, give them something. For example, I'm going to do affiliate marketing YouTube video. And the introduction will be that my name is Ibrahim Mustapha. And in this video, so you see that many people start with, in this video, I'm going to share with you 2 or 3 ways that you can make money from affiliate marketing. But take note, the last point is important. So that's the hook. So like, no matter what, no matter who you are, you will stay to listen to that last part because you know that it's special to him, and that is the hook. So as a speaker, you need to learn to start by hooking your audience with something, giving them something they can hold on to, so that at the end of the day, you should get them interested and you will follow that and give them that presentation. So number 1 is you can start by greeting the audience. Number 2 is that you can start by giving them a hook, something that they can hold on to, something that they can actually stay on to listen to you. So number 3 is that if you follow me, if you can follow me, that's okay. Thank you, Richard Kwame, for joining on TikTok. Thank you to my good friend and boss, Dovi Senyo. If you are here, I may not be able to see you. Society, thank you for joining. I may not be able to see you on my Facebook, on YouTube, but if you send a message, I will know that you are monitoring. Just say yes, put in yes, and share this to many people. I'm dealing with a lot of screens here, and I cannot be able to share 2 people. If I was alone, I would be able to share, like if I was with somebody, I will be able to share to different groups, but then I'm using all my screens and I cannot be able to do that. So thank you for joining. Thank you for following. Albert Yao, thank you for joining on TikTok. So let's go to the next point. And what is the next point? How do you start your presentation? But then I want you to know that you can start a presentation with any type of formula. These are not just like fixed ways that you can start, but it helps you to know that you can start with any of this. So number 4 is that you can start with a question. So you can start your presentation with a question. Ask a question to your audience. And once you ask a question, you see that you get their attention. So I can say, who has a dream? What is your vision? And you see, speakers use this a lot. Speakers use this a lot to get their audience attention. You can ask them rhetorical questions. And these questions are not supposed to be answered, but then it's just a question. So I can start by saying that, imagine a world that you can make anything possible. I know it's possible. Do you know and do you believe that's possible for you? I'm starting with a question. I'm asking them questions, but these are rhetorical in nature to get their attention, to get them hooked, and to keep giving them answers as to what I'm going to give them. So you can start with a question, but please, you need to rehearse that before you even get to start with that. If you don't do that, you are going to get confused and you are going to look stupid on stage because you don't know whether it's a rhetorical question or not. So the way you frame the question will show whether it is a rhetorical question or a direct question. In any way, you can use a direct question or a rhetorical question to start your presentation. Who has a dream here? That is a question, right? Maybe a direct question. And you can use that to start. So starting with a question is actually important if you want to get your audience hooked. So if you also have a question here, you can put that in the comment section and I will be able to answer your questions regarding public speaking and sometimes a bit of online courses and digital marketing, because it's important that you link your public speaking to digital marketing and you are able to market yourself, your brand, and to create opportunities. Even after speaking, you need to create opportunities by using your speeches to market them on digital platforms like Facebook, like YouTube, like Instagram, like TikTok, and all the social media platforms. There are ways that you can do that. So let's go to the next point. Thank you, Dolly's Home, for joining. And then the next point is that you can start with a quotation. So you can start with a quote and get your audience hooked. It's important. Starting with a quotation is also important, and it makes it beautiful that you are starting with a quotation. And there are a lot of people in the industry of like religion, the religious institutions, our pastors, our imams, they start with this type of method. It can be a quotation, maybe from the Bible, from the Quran. It can be like a motivational quote that you can start with to start your presentation with. I've seen international speakers start their presentation with quotations. So, and for example, I can use Abraham Lincoln's quotation, which he says that all that I am and all that I intend to become, I owe that to my mother. So you can start with that. So it's a quotation you can just start with. All that I am and all that I intend to become, I owe that to my mother. And I will rephrase that to all that I am and all that I intend to become, I owe that to the audience or the people who have invited me to come and speak. So it's in any way you can start with a quotation. But this is one technique that imams, pastors, bishops, whatever it is, they start with. So they will say, today, let's go to Matthew chapter 2, verse 22. So we take that quotation from there and you start from that place. And that is how they start sometimes. So you can start with a quotation. It is allowed. So if you have questions, I keep them coming. Howlat, Mama G, monitoring from US. Thank you very much. Oba Pajeni, thank you very much. We're talking about public speaking and how you can start your presentation, whether it is on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on TikTok live like we're doing. You need to learn how to start your presentation. Maybe you are doing a video, you need to know and understand that this is how I'm going to start my presentation, and I'm going to grab my audience attention this way. In any way, any platform that you are starting with, they have their audience. And the best way to get, maybe if you are on social media, if you are doing YouTube, if you are doing TikTok videos, you need to learn from the best. You need to learn from the best in the industry. What are they doing? How are they grabbing their audience attention? And you can also use the same strategy to get your audience attention. Thank you, Emmanuel Aloma, for following me on TikTok. Thank you to all of you. For those who are sharing this, I will also have to get time to share this to different platforms. But then we are learning how we can start our presentation. If you have questions, I'm ready to answer your questions. If not, let's move to the next chapter, which is on how to start, still on how to start your presentation. So you can use a story. Storytelling is key. Storytelling is important, and you can use a story to start your presentation. It's very important. You can use a story to start your presentation. And maybe it's a personal story, it's something that you've experienced. You can use that to start your presentation. So thank you very much to all of you who have joined. And I believe in you and I believe in the power of your dreams. I'm going on a commercial break on that is on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And I'll be back because I need to share this to other people. Yeah. Books and years of Ibrahim. Let's go. Mustapha is a highly sought after figure in the world of public speaking, with over 30 books and years of experience as a coach, keynote speaker, and author. He has established a reputation for delivering dynamic and engaging presentations. This, combined with his work with prestigious organizations such as Astana Expo, World Economic Forum, and Google, has earned him a place among the most respected names in the industry. However, Ibrahim's impact extends far beyond the world of public speaking. He is also a philanthropist at heart, actively supporting numerous charitable projects and working tirelessly to make a positive impact in the world. Whether you're looking for an inspiring keynote speaker, a skilled public speaking coach, or an expert in the field, Ibrahim Mustapha is the perfect choice. Don't miss the opportunity to book him for your next event and discover the difference for yourself. With his expertise and passion for public speaking, Ibrahim is sure to make a lasting impact on your audience and make you a great speaker. Right, welcome back yet to this session. Thank you, Howlatson. Thank you for monitoring. Thank you for always supporting. Miraculous 61. Thank you for joining this. And let's move on to how you can start your presentation. And we are still on point. So let's go on. You can use a story. It's important to know that storytelling is important, and you can use a story to captivate and get your audience attention. Storytelling is great. It's a great way that you can start your presentation with. Have you ever had a presentation that starts with once upon a time? And that's the best ways that you can start your presentation, because we've used this time and time again. Once upon a time, then you know that there's a story coming into it. So once upon a time just illustrates that you are going to start with a story. So people use that analogy a lot. And if you learn how to use stories, you are going to grab your audience attention from the beginning till the end of your presentation, because you're giving them something that they will hold on to. There's suspense, there's creativity. People are willing to listen to you and to know what the story entails and how it ends. So storytelling is another important factor when it comes to speaking in public. I believe in you, and I know that the next time you may be willing to start your presentation, you may start with a question, or you can start by greeting your audience, or using stories, or even using a quotation from a book. But one thing you should appreciate is that don't be afraid to read from a document. Most people think that the more you start speaking and you're not reading from something, you are intelligent. No, the purpose of public speaking is to communicate, is to let people know what you have in your mind and what you have to offer them, the experience that you have. So at the end of the day, if you are able to present well, people care less whether you are using reading from a book, you are reading from your maybe phone or whatever it is. Still, the value is the same. So please, you can get your quotation and read from that. It's okay on your book or notepad or phone or whatever it is. Thank you, Yusuf Zeba. Thank you for joining. If you have questions, you can keep them coming. My name is Ibrahim Mustapha, and I believe in you. And I'm doing these sessions to let you appreciate that public speaking is something you need to learn. Yes, you need to learn public speaking and take it serious. Because one day, let me repeat this, one day you will be required to speak in public, whether you like it or not. It has happened to me. I've seen it happen to a lot of people, countless number of times. You go to maybe the mosque or church, there's a big event, and they ask you, maybe 100 folks, pray for us. Maybe Haulat, pray for us. Introduce the chairman, introduce the speaker, or even sometimes they say translate from maybe Dagbanli to English. The people who are coming are speaking English, and they know that you have a degree. So they will push you to start. How can you tell me that you stand up and say, hey, I'm afraid to speak in public, so I can't do it? You must do it. And that's the day of your shame. I've seen a lot of people run away from such situations because they are afraid to speak in public. And I've seen some people to use the Takashi method to speak, but that's okay. You may use the Takashi method and just do it. And that's all about public speaking. But you need to learn the essentials. You need to know how to start. You need to even know how to use your body language to grab your audience attention. So this and many are some of the reasons why I'm keen on letting you know that you can speak in public with power. You can create opportunities for yourself, speaking in public and doing more. So let's move to the next chapter, which is you can follow me on different platforms. Maybe you can follow me on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on TikTok, you can follow me on LinkedIn if you are monitoring from LinkedIn, and any of the platforms that you can hold your hand on. You just type Ibrahim Mustapha, my name, and you will surely see me, and we get to vibe and we get to follow each other. You can equally send me a message. You can join my WhatsApp group for practice. It's a new WhatsApp group and Telegram group that is meant for public speaking and practice. You practice, and the important thing is that if you want to practice with me, just send a 1 minute or 2 minutes video inspiring the world, and keep doing that. Keep inspiring the world. Just 2 minutes, 1 minute video. Share it to me, and I'll get to see how you speak. And from there, you will see that you are going to keep getting better and keep getting better. So if you are here, follow me. My name is Ibrahim Mustapha, and I'm doing this exclusively free. And I also offer coaching. And these days I don't do one-on-one coaching because it's tiring. So I do group coaching, and I also have courses online that you can take on in your room. Watch those courses and become a good speaker. People in Ghana sometimes doubt the online courses, but it has proven to be one of the effective ways that you can learn and speak in public by just sitting in your room, taking the course, the lessons, practicing some of the techniques, and then you practice outside too to see how you can be able to speak in public of power, of precision, of energy, and do what you're supposed to do, which is communicating, whether it is in an interview mall, whether it is you are speaking in a funeral, you are speaking at whatever event, or you may be an MC for an event. You may make money from that. So these are some of the reasons why you need to practice. So let's move to the next chapter, which is you can start by highlighting the benefits of your presentation. So you can, it's allowed. So you want to start, and sometimes I may do that. I want to start a presentation, and I'll go by telling them the benefits that they will get from the presentation. So maybe I want to do how to start your presentation, and I'll start by telling you the benefits that you can get or you will get once you start, you know how to start your presentation. So I can start by telling you that, yes, if you know how to start your presentation, you can get your audience attention. If you know how to start your presentation, you can create opportunities for yourself to do more. If you know how to start your presentation, you will be on a journey to create that rapport between you and the audience. So I'm telling you the benefits of how, if you start your presentation well, you can be able to get the benefits. So you can start with that. Start by telling your audience that the benefits of whatever it is that if they start their presentation with, they will get the benefits. Joseph Cole, thank you. Matthew, thank you very much for joining. And my name is Ibrahim Mustapha. Let's go to the next chapter quickly, which is you can start by also setting the agenda. So it's similar to the first point, but you can start by setting the agenda of your presentation. Number 10 is that you can equally start with an introduction. You can start your presentation with an introduction, introducing yourself, introducing your whatever it is that you do. So sometimes some people go on stage and they get blank. So in that situation, use that period to introduce yourself, to get comfortable on stage and to be able to tell your story to your audience. So you can start with an introduction. So my name is Ibrahim Mustapha. I'm a public speaking coach, and that may be the introduction that you start with. So if you have a question, please do ask your questions, and I'll get to answer them. And so you can equally start with an introduction. It's important that you understand the type of introduction. Are you introducing yourself? You can do that. Are you introducing products? That's okay. You can start with that. But then ideally, if you start with an introduction, if you go on stage and you attend, start with an introduction. Introduce yourself. And that will be a good way to start your presentation. So maybe, and there are different ways to introduce yourself. There are different ways to introduce yourself and get your audience attention. And that's important. You need to know the type of introduction. You don't need to have one introduction in all events. There are events that maybe they are charity events. Your introduction should be different. If you are marketing a book, if I go somewhere and I'm marketing my book, which is the public speaking, the confident speaker, I will know how to introduce myself. So I'll talk more about my work as a public speaker, and also letting people know that yes, this is my book and I'm here to market that book. So if I'm introducing myself and I'm marketing my share butter, you know that I will not talk much about my authorship or me having book and stuff, because in the share butter world that is not relevant to them. So I may mention a bit of it, but then it's important that I mention and talk more about my share butter. So introductions, how you introduce yourself matters, and you can get a lot of opportunities just by introducing yourself. Number one is that the audience that you are speaking to, what can they give you? What can they offer you? What do you want from them? So once you understand all this, you can learn to introduce yourself well. So maybe you are selling books, learn to put an introduction that goes more into those books. Maybe you want a job and they ask you to introduce yourself. You will talk about your expertise, your experience, and what you can bring on to the job that you are applying for. And so there are different ways that you can introduce yourself. So the more you know this, the more you get better. The more you know how to introduce yourself, the more you can create opportunities to do more once you are speaking in public. So it's another way that you can actually learn to start your presentation with. Learn to introduce yourself. If in any way, practice introducing yourself. And some of my students, 1 week, I'll give them 1 good week to introduce themselves, to learn how to introduce themselves until they get tired. Some of them will ask me, why are you worrying us? Oh, introduction, everyday introduction, because it's important. As a speaker, if you don't know how to introduce yourself, you will not get the next speaking opportunity. I go to events, sometimes I'm not speaking, but they just give me the microphone. All I do is to introduce myself and sit down. That's just all I do. So they give me the microphone, I'm not prepared. Some of you start saying, oh, I'm not prepared. They didn't tell me that I'm going to speak. It's okay, you are a speaker. So once you take the microphone, I take the microphone, I'll start by, oh, my name is Ibrahim Mustapha. I'm a public speaking coach. I train people to speak in public of power. I train CEOs, authors, ministers, members of parliaments, and I'll tailor it to the audience. Then I'll sit back. So what am I doing? I'm marketing my services. So anyone who wants my services in terms of public speaking, they will reach out to me and say, hey, you offer public speaking services. How can we enroll and staff? Then I'll be able to give them my services just because of the introduction. So introduction is important if you want to do more once you're speaking in public. So share this. If you're on LinkedIn, thank you very much. If you're on Facebook, thank you for monitoring. If you're also on YouTube, thank you for monitoring. And also my TikTok family, thank you also for the support. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Discipline, thank you. You are following your namesake. You said discipline and you are following. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Matthew, thank you very much for following. And I appreciate all your support. Check out Mohammed Abubakar. Thank you for commenting. And I believe in you and I believe in the power of your dreams. If you have questions that you want to maybe learn more about public speaking, know something, maybe ask a question, share your experience, you can leave that in the comment section on whatever screen that you are monitoring from, maybe from TikTok, from YouTube, from Instagram. No, not sorry, Instagram is not live yet. But then live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn, and live on Facebook. Also live on TikTok. So let's move to the next chapter. And let's talk about starting with an icebreaker. I love this, right? And it's very important. As speakers, you need to learn to start with icebreakers, or even if not starting with icebreakers, you need to learn some activities, physical activities, that in the middle of the presentation, if your audience are feeling bored, if things are not going on well, your audience are bored, you need to learn to give them that power and give them some activities, some icebreakers. You can let them clap, you can let them sing, you can say things and they will repeat. And that's why sometimes you hear people, pastors or motivational speakers say, repeat after me, I am rich. then the audience will say, I am rich, I am powerful, I'm great. And they will repeat after the pastor or the speaker. Why? Because the speaker wants to get their attention. And once he wants to get their attention, and that is why he is doing that. So that if some people are sleeping, they will wake up. If some people are bored, they will get back into the presentation. Thank you, Humble King. Thank you, Nuru Gadi, for joining. I appreciate. We're talking about how to start your presentation, how to speak in public of power, how to create that compelling, interesting story, or what presentation that your audience will love, that will communicate well to the people that you are serving. Whether you're a CEO, whether you're an author, whether you're a TikToker, whether you're a YouTuber, whatever you do, one day you will surely need to speak in public of power, of precision. Maybe if you won an award, you need to say 1 or 2 words. It's important. So let's move to the next chapter, which is you can start your presentation by sharing an interesting fact. Share something. It could be a statistic, it could be a fact, it could be something that you just want to share to startle your audience, to get their attention, and to do more. So it could be a fact, it could be something that your audience may not know, general knowledge, general facts, and you start with that one. And it works. So I can start by saying that, do you know that the number of people living on earth are more than the number of people who've died? Just something that I would just like, bring out something, get some statistic, get some fact, Google something, some interesting statistic, use ChatGPT, use Google, search for them, and you deliver that to your audience. And you can start with that. So it's important, and you can create that rapport. The next chapter is that you can start with a video or image. You can start with a video image. So if you are on my YouTube, if you are monitoring from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, you see that I've started with a video introducing me. So you can equally start with that to do more. So there are a lot of ways that you can start your presentation. And once you understand how you start your presentation, it works well, and it creates a lot of opportunities for you to do more. You can share this, and you can send me messages on Facebook. You can reach out, send messages, send your questions, and now I'll be able to answer them. So the final one is that you can book public speaking training for corporate organizations. If you are an individual, these days I don't do individuals that much, but if you want to, we'll be able to get that sorted. And you can also reach out. I have online courses. I have books on Amazon that you can get and buy to read to become that confident speaker that you have always been dreaming of becoming. So this is a series, and every day I try my best, squeeze some time, come online, share 1 or 2 tips that can help you speak in public of power, speak in public by creating that opportunity, speak in public by doing more. So there are different ways that you can do and become a better speaker, by creating opportunities, by believing in yourself, by doing more, and believing that it's possible. And the way you start your introduction will make a difference. Maybe you want to speak to students. Maybe you want to speak to corporate organizations. Maybe you want to speak and inspire people in your locality. There's a way that you can grab their attention. And once you grab their attention, you are changing their lives. You are giving them that rapport to reach out back to you and to create that rapport with them. So speaking in public is important, and knowing how to start your presentation is equally important. So there we outline some ways that you can start your presentation with. 1, you can start by greeting. 2, you can start by introducing yourself. 3, you can start by telling them why you are there. Number 4, you can use a story. 5, you can use statistics, something that you want to share, or like people don't know, but you want them to know. Thank you, Precious Stone. Thank you for joining. May God keep blessing you wherever you are. And I know that the Sanergo project is live, and this year, this period is yours. May God keep blessing you. Then let's move on to, if you have questions, you can ask those questions. Tahiru, Thank you, user 1, 2, whatever, for joining. Thank you for following me. If you follow me, I'll be grateful. But then we are talking about public speaking. It's beautiful to know that you can speak. It's beautiful to create that rapport, use your voice, and to do more. My name is Ibrahim Mustapha, and I'm a public speaking coach. I coach individuals to speak in public. I coach people to use the power of their voice to do more, to create opportunities, and to leverage using technology or digital space to create opportunities for them, for their families, for their communities, for their schools, whatever it is. You need to create opportunities and you need to do more. So if you are monitoring, let me know. Just put in yes and let me know that you are monitoring. Daniels, thank you very much for joining on TikTok. And to all my family on different platforms, thank you. I believe in you and I believe in the power of your dreams. It's possible we can all win. It's possible we can create that opportunity to do more, to believe, and to give back to society. It's always possible. Let's keep doing let's keep doing what we want, and let's keep creating opportunities that will help us and help our communities. It's possible. And let's go for a commercial break on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. If you are monitoring, I'll be back to conclude this. Ibrahim Mustapha is a highly sought after figure in the world of public speaking, with over 30 books and years of experience as a coach, keynote speaker, and author. He has established a reputation for delivering dynamic and engaging presentations. This, combined with his work with prestigious organizations such as Astana Expo, World Economic Forum, and Google, has earned him a place among the most respected names in the industry. However, Ibrahim's impact extends far beyond the world of public speaking. He is also a philanthropist at heart, actively supporting numerous charitable projects and working tirelessly to make a positive impact in the world. Whether you're looking for an inspiring keynote speaker, a skilled public speaking coach, or an expert in the field, Ibrahim Mustapha is the perfect choice. Don't miss the opportunity to book him for your next event and discover the difference for yourself. With his expertise and passion for public speaking, Ibrahim is sure to make a lasting impact on your audience and make you a great speaker. Thank you for doing the monitoring. Thank you for the support. Thank you, my senior Abu Bash. Senior Bushri, thank you very much for supporting, and thank you for whatever you do and whatever you keep on doing. Macklon, thank you for joining. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. But we're talking about how to start your presentation, how to start strong, how to start with a quotation, how to start with maybe you want to start with whatever you want to start with. Just start with it. But then there are a few ways that you can start your presentation. Number one, you can start with a fact. Number two, you can start with an icebreaker. Let them do some activities, just like let them do some physical activities. Let them sing, let them clap, let them be happy. Whatever you want to start with, it's possible you can start with that. You can start with an introduction. Introduce your audience and give them something to hold on to. Introduce your audience to start your presentation. It's okay. Introduce yourself. It's okay. But then you need to learn to introduce yourself. If you want to introduce yourself, learn it, keep learning until you perfect your own introduction. And you know that you can do more with your introduction. So you can introduce yourself to start your presentation. You can equally start by setting the agenda. You can also start by highlighting the benefits of your presentation to your audience. You can equally start by following me so that I'll teach you how to start and to speak more. And you can start with a quotation. It's nice to start with a quotation. You can start with a quotation, and that is great to be able to. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nuruddin Abdul Majid, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then there are different ways. There are a lot of ways that you can do that. Start by giving a quotation and Men of God, pastors, imams, they start with this technique. They start with this technique. They start by telling you that today, let's start with Matthew chapter 2 or Quran chapter 2, verse 3. And they start with a quote. Whether it's a Bible quote, whether it's a Quranic quote or a motivational quote, you can start with that. And there are some quotes that you can just Google online, but you need to know that the meaning of the quotes before you start with that, because at the end of the day, your audience will be waiting for you to listen to the moral and get to know the moral of the quotation that you have started with. So I can start with, all that I am and all that I intend to become, I owe that to my mother. And that is a quote by Abraham Lincoln. So I can rephrase that quote by saying that all that I am and all that I intend to become, I owe that to the audience. I owe that to the people always supporting me. I owe that to my TikTok family. I owe that to my YouTube family. I owe that to my Instagram family. And I owe that to my Facebook community. Thank you for the time. And you started with that. So you can equally start with a question. So if you have a question that you want to start with, that's okay. You can start your presentation with the question. So you take the microphone and you start by, my name is, and you give them a question. Who has a dream? Who has a vision here? And it could be a rhetorical question, questions that they don't need to answer back, or it could be a question, a direct question that requires them to answer. And you can, one of the easiest questions you can start with is, can you tell me at the end of the presentation, what do you want to achieve? So you ask them that question and they'll get back to you. Oh, I want to achieve A, B, C, and I want to learn this or I want to learn that. And they can get to answer those questions. So starting with a question is important. And it gives you the idea of what your audience wants from that presentation. Sometimes when you sit in your room like I do, organize yourself, prepare presentation, and you are not connecting with your audience because the audience intention of going there is not what you are preparing for them. So sometimes you need to do your audience analysis, but if you don't do the audience analysis, ask them that question. What do you want to achieve at the end of my presentation? And they will tell you some basic things and you note them down and you use that to create that rapport. So that's one of the ways that you can use questions to start your presentation. You can equally use, start with a hook. Grab your audience attention with a hook. Something they would love to hear, something they would love to see. And you can start with that and they will get the opportunity to get back to you. So you can also start by greeting your audience. And that is it. So today we talk about how, or 10 ways to start your presentation. My name is Ibrahim Mustapha. And I believe that you can do more. You can speak in public and you can create opportunities. Keep believing, never stop believing, keep pushing, and know that it's possible. Things may not be good, things may not be what you expected them to, things may be tough, things may be rough, but I want you to know that you can start again. You can believe again. You can create opportunities to do more again. And you can become who you want to be. Don't let the struggles of society, don't let things distract you from living the life you want to live. Start, create opportunities, commit to yourself every day. Wake up and say, I'm going to do something for the rest of my life. Wake up and tell yourself that it's possible. People may not believe in you. People may not believe in you making a difference, but wake up with that positive mindset that you also matter in this world. You are unique, and that's why during the NIA registration, they require your fingerprints. That's the most important thing because once they get that one, no one can make a difference by knowing you again, or no one can duplicate that. You alone has your fingerprints, unique to you. It simply tells you that you are unique. It simply tells you that you can make a difference. It simply tells you that you have a purpose. For some of us, our purpose is to publish more books online for people to benefit, to do videos for people to benefit, to create opportunities for people to benefit. And that may be my purpose. Your purpose may be to help other people. Your purpose may be to do a charity event. Your purpose may be to help people to get to a certain point. But then, no matter what, you have a purpose. But sometimes in life, we allow school, because you've gone to school and you failed, you are thinking that you are useless. Because you've gone to school and things don't work on you, you feel like you are useless. My brothers, my sisters, you are never useless. I'm telling you, you are never useless. You didn't prepare well to pass that exams. That someone will sit somewhere and ask, right? Someone just sat somewhere and designed some exams questions, and you failed because you don't know what the person is thinking about, and you can't get that general knowledge of whatever. So because you fail in one exam will not make you useless. So if you have a child, if you have daughters, if you have family brothers who have failed in school, please don't reject them. Don't insult them because they failed in school. Give them some perspective. Let them try something else. Let them do something different. And they may be able to prove you wrong, to let you know that they can do better. See Mohammed Kudus. I don't think he has completed all his school. He has gone to school like that, but he's playing football and he's making a statement in the world of football, right? I bet I don't think there's school like that, but they're making a difference. Ronaldo, right? Messi, they didn't go to school like that, but they're making a difference with their talent. So what I'm trying to let you know that your talent can make a difference for you. Your talent can change the way people see you. And to me, I believe that public speaking is the thing for me. I'm going to create opportunities. I'm going to create courses. And I'm going to do charity events. I'm going to, whatever I can find my hands on, I'm going to create that opportunity because I know that it's better to do better. So please don't let society discourage you. Don't let your friends and family discourage you. Don't let people tell you that it's not possible. I'm telling you, yes, it's not possible based on their viewpoint. You just see Kamobi and say, oh, Kamobi, it's not possible. No, you can't judge Kamobi like that. You can't judge Abu Bush. You can't judge Nuruddin based on the exams. You can't judge people like that. So I'm telling you, Nana Apong, you can't judge Nana like that and say, okay, Nana Apong, you are not good, you are not talented. No, you can't judge him because he may not be good in maths, but he's good in social studies. Someone may not be good in science, like me. What am I going to do with science? But I may be good in English, small. I may be good in social studies. So if you give me mathematical questions, I will fail because I don't understand the variables. So based on that, am I useless? No. I just need to realign to my purpose. To know that if it is football I want to play, I play football. If it is social media marketing, yes, I do it perfect because I know how to do the ins and outs and I'll learn to do it. So don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up. It's not too late to still make a difference in this world. If you are listening, it's never too late to make a difference in this world. People may doubt you. People may not believe in you. When I wanted to publish this book, it took me a long time just because people were saying, oh, it's not possible if you publish a book. People don't read in Ghana and blah, blah, blah. And I also listened to them in the beginning. But little did I know that, yes, if Africans should publish their books, Africans will read. So I believe in you. And I know that you can make that difference and you can create opportunities. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the support. If you're not following me yet, just follow me and I'll give you more every day. I'll come your way with different topics about how you can speak in public. Let's keep pushing. Let's make a difference and let's believe what is possible. I believe in you and I know that, yes, you can make that difference.
With over 30 books and years of experience as a coach, keynote speaker, and author, he has established a reputation for delivering dynamic and engaging presentations. This, combined with his work with prestigious organizations such as Astana Expo, World Economic Forum, and Google, has earned him a place among the most respected names in the industry. However, Ibrahim's impact extends far beyond the world of public speaking. He is also a philanthropist at heart, actively supporting numerous charitable projects and working tirelessly to make a positive impact in the world. Whether you're looking for an inspiring keynote speaker, a skilled public speaking coach, or an expert in the field, Ibrahim Mustapha is the perfect choice. Don't miss the opportunity to book him for your next event and discover the difference for yourself. With his expertise and passion for public speaking, Ibrahim is sure to make a lasting impact on your audience and make you a great speaker.